Hello.
What do you want to start with today?
Well, I want to start today by talking about a video I just watched with Harry Sisson talking about all these big banks that have not reported the Epstein transactions.
Hmm.
Ron
This is very
Wyman,
fun.
Senator Ron Wyman, has got a report coming out talking about JP Morgan, which is Chase,
Yes.
Bank of America, and Deutschland Bank
Okay.
have not um, displayed or disclosed these massive multi-million dollar transactions. And Wyman was supposed to have an interview on 60 Minutes about it,
Okay.
but because 60 Minutes is owned basically by MAGA
Yep, it is now.
with Barry Weiss, the interview's been scrapped. The interviewer
What a shock.
who was doing the interview has been fired.
What a shock.
So,
I am shocked.
but this report is coming out soon. It also looks like the state of New Mexico is suing Trump Justice Department or Department of Justice, however you want to say it.
Department of Injustice,
Yes, Department of Injustice.
which used to once be kind of sort of respected, but no longer.
But yeah, they're suing them over Zorro Ranch.
Yes.
Now, what I understand is they want to inspect Zorro Ranch. But from what I understand, these bodies are buried outside of Zorro Ranch. These two female bodies are buried outside of Zorro Ranch. So my question is, if they're outside the ranch,
Yeah,
why
they
can't
could
we just go find them?
they could go looking for them if they're outside the ranch.
I mean, we watched how many episodes of Bones where they use equipment to locate skeletons and stuff like that in the ground, and
Well, yeah, that's why they say the internet says that the best way to bury a body would be upright.
yes,
So it's harder for them to find the location because they're usually, when they're scanning the ground, they're looking for, a certain length that would be a body. So you're supposed
yes,
to, hey, this is not me saying this. This is just what I've heard. It's just what I've heard. Just saying. Also, they say, plant rare plants on top of it, but you know what? I didn't say that. That's the internet.
this is not how to hide a body 101.
Yeah, let's speak of that. How to Hide a Body 101, where there was 163 million people, views, whatever, lookups of how to kill a woman and get away with it without a trace. 163 million. And I hate to tell you, but I'm saying people, but we know it's not people. We know it's, men. We're back to the not all men thing, but 163 million
I
at
did
least
not look
hits.
this up.
No, I saw this and I was just like, that's insane. And people say, oh no, women have all these rights and all that, and we're equal and all that stuff, but yeah. I'm just going to go with, yeah, there's a reason why feminism exists and why we need feminism, because this is some bullshit, misogyny, patriarchal fucking crap. Anyway,
Let's see.
on that fun note,
Let's talk. Well, seeing how we're talking about women, let's talk about E. Jean Carroll.
yeah, let's talk about E. Jean Carroll and how that crusty, dusty, orange motherfucker is now, they let out the $5 million or whatever, the first amount, that he was supposed to pay her finally. The judge finally said, yeah, give her her money after all his appeals failed. Now he's trying to file another appeal, trying to say that he should get that money back and he deserves to have that money back. So she is currently holding it in a trust, but he's just doing everything he can not to pay this woman her money after he was adjudged to have assaulted her, sexually assaulted her at Bergdorf's in New York, which is right down the road from Trump Tower. And apparently, I think the other $83 million that he owes her is supposed to go to, on the shadow docket, most likely, of the Supreme Court, probably in the next session, but it probably won't be pulled up till probably January or February or even later, because they like to pull things out as long as they can after they already said they weren't going to cover him about the $5 million. But he's still trying to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, and he's still trying to appeal to claw back the $5 million that was paid out to her, because they are trying to drag it out until she dies, because she is 83 years old. She also doesn't plan on spending the money for herself anyway. She's got foundations in place waiting for this money for her to spend it on. And it's just like, look, you crusty bitch. And I ain't talking about Eugene, I'm talking about the orange fuck. You lost. You lost. You've lost twice to start with. You've lost every single appeal. Just stop. You are fucking ridiculous. You're a sex offender. You are an adjudicated sex offender, and that's only because in the 90s, when this happened, New York had a rule that you have to be able to prove that there was actually genital contact. In other words, his genitals in her genitals. I'm trying to be nice. Penetration. And she didn't know, because she was so scared, she kept her eyes closed, and she didn't know if it was his penis or if it was his finger, which just tells you a whole lot right there if you don't know the difference. Yeah, because I know the difference between a finger and, a schlong, a banana, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. Anywho, how do you feel about that?
I think the man's a scumbag.
Duh.
This is just ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, you did it. Pay her. Plain and simple. Pay her. You did it. Pay her. You've been found guilty. Pay her. You have the money because you have that $13 billion that disappeared from Venezuela.
And you've been robbing us hand over frickin' fist with money and getting money from other countries and grifting and selling things and meme coins and whatever the hell else. Your meme coins that lost like 97% of their value right away, and you're the only one who made the money off it. But
that and your son.
And then, your son, and they're selling weapons to your government, which, again, is not what. And don't give me that shit about, he likes to say, oh, I don't take a salary from the president. Who the fuck cares about your $400,000 a year salary? Because that's what the presidential salary is. Who the fuck cares? You've already upped your, by billions, literally billions, since you have been in this colossal fucking wreck of a government.
Just remember, Trump was not a billionaire until his second term.
Exactly.
Just remember that.
And so on that, let's talk about the fact that we are now at $40 trillion in national debt. I believe we're around 30-something trillion when he came into office. And out of all the presidents that we have ever had, he is responsible from his first term and this one, which he's only not even 2 years into, is responsible for something like 28.5% of that. Do you know how crazy that is? Let's go ahead and say, okay, he's been president twice. He's 45 and 47. Well, whatever you call what he does. I don't call that president. But anyway, he was just like, out of all the 47, we'll go with 46 of them, he's responsible for 28.5% of our debt. Just him alone. You sit there and you fucking average it out between all of the presidents, and that is ridiculous. This is the same man that people listen to the lie and say, "Oh, I'm going to bring down the national debt," and I brought in billions of dollars from tariffs, and I got $13 billion from Venezuela, and blah blah blah. Yeah, motherfuckers out there that believe that, to the trash with you, bibbity bobbity, fuck you.
Yeah, this isn't money you can find in your couch cushion, people. This is a massive amount of money. And we're wondering why groceries are so high and why gas is so high. This might have something to do with it. Just a little bit.
You think?
Just a little bit.
You think? Then
Just a
we
little bit.
have to keep, draining the reflecting pool, and, Janine Pinot Grigio is on the chopping block right now. He hasn't yet fired her, but he said he may fire her because she dropped the indictment against David Hearn, the Olympic cyclist who just was cycling and stopped by and just touched the water, and they're trying to say that he was the one who ruined it, even though she literally saw, and they have no proof whatsoever.
He grew Wolverine claws.
He did. They have no proof whatsoever, and I heard they're going to have to let off 4 more people that they tried to say did stuff to the reflecting pool. And because she said, we can't get this indictment, now he's pissed off at her, and that's his little Fox News dumbass bitch, and I don't feel sorry for her in the least, so don't look at me to feel sorry. She can go to the trash heap too. But anyway, so yes, so there's that, and I think that David Hearn now has a good case against not just the DOJ, but also Fox News.
Oh, definitely.
And I definitely want to see him sue their asses off.
Definitely.
Sue their asses off.
Trump is talking, and the funny thing is they're talking about the fact that he did this with a box cutter, that he supposedly made this 300-foot cut into the deflecting pool with a box cutter. But Trump
how did he get to the middle of the thing? Where's that? Where's that proof that he went to the middle? Because they're trying to say it was right down the middle.
That too. But here's the thing. Trump has said himself that a knife cannot cut this stuff.
Yeah, he literally said there's no way you could cut it.
And now all of a sudden it got cut with a box cutter. And now they're saying, oh, well, the edges are softer, and that's where the cut came from, is from the edge. He cut it from the edge, which is softer and more pliable and easier to cut. Seriously, have you ever heard so much bullshit in your entire life?
And also that they also admitted that one of the reasons why it was peeling off was because there was overspray. It was sloppily sprayed. And it basically, because of the sloppy spraying, that's where the delamination started, which made it start splitting apart like that.
Yep.
So yeah. You ever heard so much? But even the company has said they're going back in. It's under warranty. A company is not going to fix something if it was vandalized. It's under warranty, which means they're going to go back and fix it because they did a shitty job. What a shock.
What a shock.
What a shock. And I love how this asshole will pay contractors when it's somebody else's money, and he never pays them when it's his own money.
Now let's talk about that press conference and the fact that MS Now tried asking a question
Yes.
and was heartily rebuked by, he goes, "You're fake news, don't ever speak again."
Yeah.
This
Don't
is
ever
the
speak
president
again.
of the United States telling a press agency that they're not allowed to ask questions.
Because he didn't like being asked questions about the deflecting pool and about Piero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
To the trash with you.
yes, definitely. Definitely.
Yes, I have my little wand. To the trash with you. I'm sending everyone to the trash heap today. Yes, and which they just recently said. So he was redoing the helipad, that we pay for. And he already did the sealant, and he decided he didn't like the way it looked. So he just tore it all up so we can pay for it to be redone again because he just didn't like the way it looked. Yeah. First of all, didn't ask you to redo the helipad or the reflecting pool or all the parks in Washington that now have weird brown water. Didn't ask to pay for that. Every single thing, every single project is over budget. Like hell and gone over budget from what he said. This is the man who says, "Oh, I keep everything on time and under budget." Same thing he was complaining about with the Fed when they're trying to redo those buildings, and he's like, "Well, they had a cost overrun and all this. I could have done it for $25 million." And I'm like, "No, loser. No, you can't. You fucking lying loser." What a piece of shit. Just what a piece of shit. Oh my God. What's next?
Next on the agenda, we're going to talk about one of my favorite people, Fauci, who literally invoked the Fifth Amendment over 500 times.
He wouldn't even answer the question in his own name because
No.
he don't trust these bitches not to try to tell him he's lying about it. Now, keep in mind that Trump has said that anyone who pleads the Fifth is guilty,
Yes.
and he literally pled the Fifth
Yes.
himself repeatedly.
Yes.
Let's also keep in mind that they wouldn't let his lawyer sit at the table with him, said he had
No,
to
they
go sit in the
eventually threw
back.
him out.
But when Pam Blinken Blondie went in for her informal meeting and she brought Harmeet Dillon, who's like of the civil rights, was a joke just to start with, as her personal lawyer and sat right there advising her, which also is, we have different rules for everybody. Everybody talks about this. I love how Republicans like to say, "Oh, there's a two-tiered thing of justice." Yes, you're right. There actually is. There is a different set of rules for Democrats than there are for Republicans. They are so just obvious with it. It's like, oh my God, people, are you fucking serious right now?
I thought Rand Paul was going to blow a gasket watching that.
Yeah,
And he's
actually,
like,
that was pretty hilarious.
just
That part
every-
was pretty fucking funny. I mean,
every
really
question
funny.
he asked, is the rug in front of you blue? I refuse to answer this question on the grounds that it will incriminate me.
Actually, he said, I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment.
Yes. I'm just saying what the Fifth Amendment is, in case there's
Yeah.
people out there who don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, that just cracked me up. Fauci, my hat's off to you. That was awesome. Don't let these bastards get you down.
Because
And ivermectin does not
No.
work.
no, we had someone at a gathering we were at was trying to, oh my God, conspiracy theorists, but we'll just go with that. It was ridiculous trying to still tell us that, and I'm like, no, that's not true. We don't need to be dewormed. That's just freaking weird. Okay, just stop it. Yeah, I just say, and the fact that they're trying to say, because they're trying to find another person to blame for everything, and they're like trying to blame Fauci for the entire world, I guess, because everybody seems to forget this was a worldwide pandemic. Fauci wasn't in charge of the rest of the world. He wasn't even really in charge of this place because of the fucking orange fuckface thinks he is the chief everything and knows every fucking thing, and he don't know fuck all except for how to be an asshole and a pedophile protector and apparently an adjudicated rapist. And that's my First Amendment opinion, just so you know. And a grifter. And that's my First Amendment opinion. And I am entitled to that First Amendment opinion. You can feel how you want, but that's how I feel. So yes, apparently people forget this was all over the world. It wasn't just here. The reason why we lost so many people, because people wouldn't listen to him.
I wore a mask.
Especially
I got vaccinated.
Especially the fucking Republicans. I was reading this thing. I read it to him earlier that I saw, and there's like blah blah blah. I bet all these people that had that frame on their Facebook that said I was vaccinated or taking that stuff down real fast. We told you so. And the response to that was, yeah, I know someone who had I trust my immune system on there, and it was a friend of hers from high school, but she died because of COVID, so I guess she's not going to be able to change her profile picture. And
that's rough.
I was like, damn, that was hardcore.
That's rough.
That was hardcore.
I'm not gonna lie, that's rough.
I hate to say I don't really feel that bad about it, because you can't fix stupid. You just can't fix stupid. And I can't be letting my heart out to all these people out here who are just plain stupid. To the trash with you. Bibbidi bobbidi fuck you.
Oh, what should we discuss next?
What do we got? Oh, that would be Max Miller. You know, Maxie.
Okay, so we'll talk about Max Miller next.
Let's talk about Maxie.
Let's talk about the fact that why the hell is he still in office?
Exactly.
With everything that has come out about him, holding a gun to his wife's head, beating his wife, pouring hot water, boiling hot water.
That he's trying to say came out of the tap, and there's no way it could have burned her. But yeah, I have felt some tap water that could definitely burn the shit out of you.
Our shit comes from Hades.
Yes,
I swear to God.
Depending on how high your temperature is set. I used to live in a house that was even worse than ours, and it would like practically boil your damn skin off just touching it.
And breaking his 2-year-old daughter's collarbone.
Trying to say it was a seat belt, but there were handprints. Oh, let's not forget, while we're talking about that, when he first put out all those documents that trying to say, oh, he's innocent, which didn't prove a damn thing, there were pictures involved of his daughter. His child.
Naked photos of his 2-year-old daughter.
Was unclothed, areas showing.
He swears there was no genitalia showing.
I believe over 200 million people saw that. I don't know if it was 1 million or 1 billion. I knew it was a ridiculous amount. There could be screenshots. These pictures could be, like, supposedly, after the lawyers had to call and tell him to take that shit down, well, that doesn't stop people from taking screenshots. So who knows where that little girl's pictures are right now? Who knows what kind of people have those pictures right now? He basically is guilty of CSAM. So, better known as child porn.
And his ex-wife is not the only person that has endured this man's wrath. 2 other ex-girlfriends have come forward, and he pushed a girl down the stairs in high school because she rejected his advances.
Yeah, it's a stable dude.
And this guy is in our government. And okay, so a lot of people are like, okay, so why did it take Bernie Marino so long, which is
The father
the father
of
of the wife,
of
the
the
ex-wife,
ex-wife.
of the ex-wife, and a lot of people are saying it's political. It's not. It's because she begged him not
She
to.
begged him. Now, I'm not saying he's a
She
great
was trying
dude,
to no,
because
no.
he's also a MAGA piece of crap.
Yes.
So, but yes, yeah, it wasn't political. She asked him not to do that.
Because she
And
tried
people,
to handle it in family.
and people ask, well, and this is the thing he keeps trying to say is, oh, well, why would she then cook dinner for me, or why would she do this? Because that's what happens when you're stuck dealing with a person, especially an abusive person, especially if you have children together.
Yes.
Thank all the goddesses that I do not have a child, and I do not have to I never had to co-parent with anyone. Thank the goddess. But yes, these are the things that happen. Unfortunately, you can't always go straight at cutting them off when you're stuck co-parenting.
No, you can't.
Say, I would know, you probably know about that.
Well, I mean, the worst
how
part
it is
about
to deal with people.
the worst part about it is that he's still getting visitations, and I don't
Yes.
mean like he's getting supervised visitations. He's getting like he gets to have his daughter over at the house.
Yeah, and her father, the child's grandfather, said that so that she didn't have to deal with this Max Miller. They went to the police station to do the exchange, and he refused to give the kid her blue bunny that she sleeps with. So she was crying for days because he said, no, I'm going to keep it, just to be an a-hole. Okay? So, yeah, so to be an a-hole, and this kid's crying for days without her damn blue bunny. This is just a ridiculous person. Like, what the hell kind of person are you? I can't say that I'm a big child person. I'm not really. But damn, really? You can't just give the kid her bunny? Who the fuck does that kind of shit? To the trash with you.
Definitely to the
Max
trash with you.
Miller.
Definitely to the
To
trash
the trash.
with you. And the
Bibbidi
fact that
fucking
Trump
boo.
is protecting him and all these other
Yes.
Republicans
You
are
know,
protecting him and saying
calls him Maxie.
and saying that everything is unsubstantiated,
Bullshit.
which is bullshit.
Bullshit.
So, but that's where we're going to leave that with
Nope,
Max Miller.
with that one, yes, we're going to leave that with that one.
Okay, now let's talk about, we are on day 52
Oh, no.
of the missing Mitch McConnell.
Missing Mitch. Not the missing Mitch. Anything but the missing bitch.
Okay, here is where
McConnell,
here's
bitch,
where I
bitch,
have
bitch,
a big time
bitch,
issue
bitch.
with this shit. The absolute arrogance of his staff trying to just ignore people asking questions.
Yep, they will not even
They will not answer. They will just keep walking. And I'm sorry,
with smug faces.
with
at
extremely smug faces. And I want to say it was Chris Mallory. Yeah, Chris Mallory.
Mallory, yes.
That was talking about the fact that the reason why this is, and it's not Andy Brashear, is like, because today's 4th. Oh, no, 5th. Today's 5th. So yesterday, supposed to be the big day. He was supposed to make the big decision. He says, I don't care about the big decision. I'll make the big decision when I damn well feel like it.
Feels like it.
But he goes, but I want you to think about it right now like this. That's one less vote for the SAVE Act. That's one less vote right now for anything the Republicans are trying to pass, including appointing a new justice to the Supreme Court, which I don't know why they need to, because
They don't need to right
we
now.
have enough.
Nobody has retired yet, even though Alito has talked about retiring so that the idiot can put another person on there, and Thomas is talking about that too, trying to let the idiot have more picks.
Yes. So he's like, these are less votes that the Republicans have right now for these horrible things that they're trying to pass. And I'm like, yep, that makes sense. And now the flip side to that is the reason why McConnell's staff is being mums the word and not saying anything is because they're still getting paid.
Yes.
They're still getting money.
They're still getting paid.
They still have access to top secret documents.
They still get paid a couple $100,000 a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're not talking.
When most of us can barely break, on a fixed income, I know that I don't even break $30K a year. I can tell
not even close. Not even close.
I don't even think I even break $20K a year on assistance right now. Yes, I am disabled. We are both disabled. But we also paid into the system just like everybody else. So
I would
yes.
love to try to live on $200,000 a year.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, seriously? Just once. I'd like to try that. That'd be great. I think the most I've ever made was maybe $40,000 a year.
I've never made that
I
much.
don't even think I broke that working as an admin assistant, and I was getting paid like $20 an hour, and I still don't think I broke 40,000. At least,
I've never
for my
even come
textures.
close to that.
But yes,
My entire life, I've never come close to that.
yeah.
I'm just a plain old factory rat who usually worked for barely any pay in the factory world.
I did that too.
So
I'm not the only one, and worked at many a gas station,
Yep.
grocery store, pretty much anything you can think of. Temp agencies,
Yep.
barely getting paid jack. That was actually as an admin assistant that I did for like 3 years, and then got corporate restructured out of a job. Yeah, I think that was about the most that I ever made, and it still wasn't great. I was still really underpaid for that position,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
especially when I
Definitely.
was, basically helping look over an entire region, which was like 4 or 5 states was the entire region,
Okay, so
which was like 15 different general managers that I had to deal with all the time.
next thing I want to talk about is a psychotic bitch by the name of Whitney Lynn. If you don't know who Whitney Lynn is, she is Trump's spiritual advisor.
Oh yeah, the crazy one that acts like she's speaking in tongues and
Yes.
stuff like that. That crazy cuckoo banana pants.
She decided to take it
And that's
upon
an interesting
herself
term.
on a delayed flight to start speaking the word of God. Now, you know what? It's your religion. It's fine. If you
Keep it
feel
to-
that you need to proselytize or
No,
testify,
keep it to your fucking self.
I
Don't bug other
don't
people.
really want you to, but I can't stop you.
Don't bug other people. Leave
But-
other people alone. Let them just live their life and read their fucking book or whatever. Just leave them the hell alone.
If you're doing it
Why are you filming it?
while you're holding a cell phone in your hand, filming yourself, you are not doing it for altruistic reasons. You're doing it for likes.
And people are whining because she got kicked off the flight.
Oh, I love listening to her bitch the entire time.
Oh, poor you. To the trash with you. To the trash bin with you.
But Coach D,
Clout for Christ!
yes, said the greatest term, clout for Christ, is what this is. Is you are looking for likes for Jesus. Jesus doesn't need your likes. He really doesn't.
Hey, you know what else?
He's not on social media.
You know what else? Him and God don't need your money either.
No.
With this whole, like, the church has been doing this tithing thing for years. Oh, you should give up 10%. For what?
For what?
What am I giving you 10% for? Not that I've ever believed in any of that. But the point is, for what? What does God need money for? I thought he's supposed to be all powerful and he has all this shit. Or at least that's what you tell me that your imaginary sky daddy says. So what does he need money for?
First of all,
What is this? Is it for hookers and beer? Is it
tax
for
the
hookers and beer?
churches.
It's for hookers and beer.
It's for hookers and
That's
beer.
why he needs the money, hookers and beer.
First of all, tax the churches. Second of all, now that we want to tax the churches, where do we start? Is it $50,000? If they make over $50,000 a year, do we tax them? If they make over $100,000 a year, do we tax them?
I say 50,000.
I say 50,000. Yes, I understand that the tithes.
Do you know how much that would help with our national debt? Do you know how many programs that would actually fund? Because that's the thing, people keep trying to say that, stuff like Social Security and Medicare and all that are entitlements. No, they come from our tax dollars that we paid. It's our money. It's our money that we spent. What the fuck do you think taxes are for? That's for things like that, programs, assistance programs. It's for roads. It's
Head Start programs.
For Head Start programs. It's all of those things. That's what taxes are for. Otherwise, there's no point in paying taxes, because the point is that money is supposed to help us out. It's not just to go back to a bunch of fucking billionaires that don't fucking need any more money. It's supposed to be to help us out. That's what taxes are made for.
I'm not talking about the mom and pop church down the road. I'm talking
about mega churches.
I'm talking like Joe Osteen.
Ugh, that motherfucker.
I'm talking like that kind of...
To the trash with him, too.
Oh, definitely to the trash with him. But yes, I'm talking about big mega churches that can own amusement parks and not get taxed. Like, I wonder how much money that stupid Ark
I have no
brings
idea.
in a year, and
I
it's
have no
all
idea.
money for Christ because they don't tax that stupid thing.
Which is bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, which reminds me, this one motherfucker who's taken over, they quietly got rid of this commander or something like that. And I can't remember what the guy's name is. I think he's like Vietnamese. He's talking about how Monterey, California has now been overtaken by witches, because apparently they have this Lovers Point, and he says it used to be Lovers of Christ Point, and the witches have taken over that area, and it's so dark and evil there now. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about, you loser? He also claims that because he lived a portion of time in Africa, that also makes him an African American.
No, that's not how that works.
That's really not how that works, bro. Yeah,
that's not how that works.
He's Vietnamese, but he's trying to say because he spent a time living in Africa when he was growing up, that makes him African American.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. I mean, you tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm not really sure that's how that works.
I spent time in Texas. I don't call myself a Texan. Trust
Exactly.
me.
I spent time in Florida. That doesn't make me a Floridian. I went to high school in Florida. It doesn't make me a Floridian. It just meant I lived there for a while.
I'm a Michigander.
We lived in Illinois for 13 years. Doesn't make us an Illinoisian. Yes, I know it's Illinoisan, but still kind of annoying. Anyway, Illinoisian. That's not how that works. It's not how that works at all. I don't understand. These people don't understand how things like actually work. But okay, bro. Okay, bro. If you say so. Oh, and Abdul El Sayed, he won the runoff for the Democratic nomination for the Senate position that is coming up. Don't forget to go out and vote.
I'll be voting in that
The
one
primary,
because
'cause
I
this
have it
one-
all figured out. I have my paperwork figured out now.
This
so.
one forgot to vote. I voted by mail. Yes, I voted by mail. Yes, I voted by mail. Anyway, so he will be running against the Republican for the Senate position. And I love the fact that Trump and JD Vance can't keep his name out their mouth. They friggin' hate him. Partially, probably because, they're racist pigs, and obviously his name is Abdul El Sayed. And
Xenophobia.
anyone with a name like that, they're like, oh no, we hate him. Because they're worried that, oh, he might run for president one day. And like, he might. I don't know. We haven't quite decided how he's going to run. I don't know. I don't know what his, like, he's, I don't know how his reign with once he gets, elected. We know how Haley Stevens was. She was taking money like crazy. They spent like $65 million in airtime to do ads against him, and he still won.
It was a close race. I'm not gonna lie. It was a close race. It was a lot closer than I wanted it to be.
She even had Whitmer's backing at the end.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you thinking, Whitmer? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sometimes I don't know what side Whitmer is on. I don't get it. I don't know what side she is on sometimes. Sometimes she does stuff for the LGBTQ. Sometimes she's silent on some things that she should be talking about. And then sometimes she just backs idiots. And I don't really know what the hell is going on inside her head.
Data centers.
Oh, data centers are ruining her head?
No, I'm just saying that's one of the things that she's quiet about is data centers.
Oh, well, I'm not just talking about data centers. I'm also talking about, the LGBTQ. Sometimes she's very silent.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes she just doesn't say anything about a lot of this shit, and I don't get it. So I guess I'm glad she's on the way out. Because I don't really know where she actually stands sometimes. I used to think she was really good. Now I'm really not sure. I'm just not.
So Michigan, you got one hell of a choice coming for you for governor.
For governor.
You have a white woman against a black man. The black man is Republican, backed by Trump, and the white woman is a Democrat.
And the white woman is a Democrat, and she is our current Secretary of State in the state, and now she's running for governor.
Jocelyn
Benson.
Benson.
That's who I voted for in the the little primary between the Democratic race.
Personally, and she trounced.
Oh, she trounced the hell.
Her opponent. It was like she had like 89%. He had like 11%. It was a complete ass whooping. And I kind of expected to go the same way again. I have a feeling. There's a lot of people who are not going to vote black in Michigan, and a lot of Democrats aren't going to vote for him because he's a Republican.
We like to think we're progressive, but sometimes
we're not.
We're not, and I don't understand it honestly. But we like to. But the problem is, we're a purple state, which blows me away. I don't understand why we're a purple state.
I don't think we're going to be after this.
We could go either way in elections sometimes, and I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, dude, really? Why would you vote Republican? Why would you do that?
But I think after this election, with Syed and with Benson taking over as governor, we're going to be firmly blue once again. And I'm all for that 100%. Speaking of politicians...
So, John Jones to the trash with you.
Yes. Speaking of politicians who are kicking ass, I want to talk again about Mandami. I just read a thing about the fact that he wants big stores like Walmart and stuff like that
to do 10%.
10% discount to people who use self checkout.
Which I think is...
I think it's brilliant.
A brilliant idea.
I think it's an amazing idea.
Because I refuse to use self-checkout unless I absolutely have to.
Absolutely have to.
Because I will sit there and I will wait in line for a cashier. Because, first of all, I don't fucking work for you.
Nope.
Second of all, I don't work for you. It's not my job. Third of all, that cuts out cashiers' jobs,
Yes,
and
it
other
does.
people don't have jobs.
Yes, it does.
And there's people out there needing money, especially in this economy where we're just losing jobs like hand over fist constantly. Constantly. And I don't care what you say. Biden had a net positive in jobs
Yep.
every month. Guess who doesn't? That would be the giant orange turd. People have been, he's like, oh, I'm going to bring manufacturing jobs back. Do you know how many we've lost? It's like an astronomical number. It's like 100,000 or something, like maybe more than
It's
that.
even more than that, actually.
It's, you know, it's like something along that lines, but it's just insane. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do self-checkout. I don't know, maybe if you give me 10% off, I might think about it, but I probably still won't.
Still a pain in the ass.
Still a pain in the ass. And the fact that they act like you're fucking stealing. I know Walmart likes to do that. If you use the self-checkout, well, then they got their door guardians, like, oh, I gotta see your receipt, and they look through your cart, and I'm like, dude, if you don't trust me to check out my own groceries, then why am I checking out my own groceries if you don't trust me?
Exactly.
It's like, oh, well, I know why, because they don't even trust their own employees because they're trash. Most stores, businesses, whatever, the only real cameras that they have are to watch their employees because they know they pay their employees so terribly that they're afraid their employees are stealing from them. Those are the people that they are afraid who are stealing from them. It's not even the people that are just the shoppers. And I think that's ridiculous. Why would you hire people if you don't trust them? Oh, because you're a huge corporation and you're a bunch of ass clowns. So to the trash with you.
Do the trash with you.
To the trash with you. Go to the trash. Go to the recycle bin.
If you want to talk, or I mean, if you want to watch some of the stuff that we watch, to get some of our news,
Yes.
we watch Harry Sisson,
Yes, Harry Sisson.
Adam Mockler,
Yep.
Chris Mallory,
Yes. And also the Midas Touch Network.
Midas Touch Network, and Coach D.
Yes, and Coach D. And don't forget, there's Midas Touch, but Midas Touch also has Legal AF with Michael Popak. Because the Midas Touch, the main Midas Touch is the three brothers, usually Ben Mycelis. So if you want to look up this information, they're independent. They won, the Midas Touch won a Webby last year. I believe that Legal AF won a Webby this year.
Yes.
So yeah, that's where we get a lot of our information.
Not from mainstream media.
Not from mainstream media. So, you know, if you feel like going and seeing any of them and, you know, whatever. It's like, hey, do your thing. If you want to check and see if we're being serious or if we're just making this shit up. No, we're not making this shit up.
No.
I assure you we are not making this shit up.
No, we are not.
We are not.
We may not always get the names right.
Not always. Oh, I do have to make a correction though from last week, because I said Haley Stevens did the big beautiful bill, and that's not actually true. She actually voted for, not that it really matters now, but she actually voted for the thank and give a raise to ICE.
Yes.
Was one of her
Yes.
things that she did, and no. Besides taking money from PACs
APAC
and all that stuff. So yeah, so yeah, like I will give her this. Apparently, she was gracious about her loss.
Yep.
Which is cool. Sometimes we just need to walk away, regroup, do whatever. Like the orange.
She did it to herself.
The orange fuck face needs to learn to just fucking shut the fuck up.
Give it up. You lost.
Give up the money. You lost.
You lost.
On top of the fact that he's trying to give him and his kids blanket immunity for taxes for the last 10 years. And you know why that is that he's trying to do that? Because of the case that he got where they said, you did persistent fraud. Well, if he gets that blanket immunity, well, that means that he can say, "Oh, I didn't do it. See, look, I have immunity. I don't have to pay any of that money back." That's exactly what it is.
Oh, a big thumbs up to Capital One for cutting up his credit
Yes,
cards.
yes, Capital One. Yes, he tried to say, "Oh, it's because you didn't like my policies." No,
No, it's because you were laundering money through them.
and it appeared like you were laundering money, which you know he was. Yeah, because they did a long investigation into this, and it hit every single measurement that they had that it looked like money laundering. Guess what he had to do? He could have gone in, he could have shown them the proof and say, "No, I didn't do that." You want to know why? Because he did it. And now and you want to know what? This is his comeuppance for deciding he was going to sue them instead of just moving on to his new bank, which I believe is maybe Wells Fargo or something like that.
I think it is.
I think is one of his new banks, which we know they've had problems with persistent fraud too.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, instead of just moving on, see, he brought this on himself, and this is, I love this for him, that he is bringing this shit on, and Capital One is like, yeah, hey bro, here's this, and this, and this is why we debanked you.
Yep. Pretty bad when you're president of the United States and you get your credit cards cut up by a bank.
Well, they actually did it in the in-between time between the two.
But still.
But yes, still, got all his shit debanked. Instead of just moving the hell on. No, he's like, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to sue them. I'm going to sue them.
All right.
Okay, dumbass. All right.
One more thing we have to talk about.
One more thing.
We have to give a big boo-hoo to Andrew Tate, whose poor life is miserable in the shoe.
Oh, tater tot. Poor tater tot.
Who can't sleep, can't read, doesn't have a pillow, drinking dirty water out of the shower.
Rusty water out of the shower. Warm, rusty water out of the shower. And people are yelling.
Not getting his exercise time.
And, he doesn't get his yard time like he wants.
What killed me about this is the whole thing where he's like, I'm an American and aren't we supposed to be no man left behind? Yeah, that's if you're in the military, dumbass.
Yeah.
You're not in the military. You're a prisoner. Seriously, can we get this asshole out of this country already?
And the fact that, I'm sorry, like, white people, what the hell? People act like, oh, I'm an American and I'm white, so I deserve privileges that other people don't have, like brown and black people and immigrants and all that kind of stuff who are being treated like absolute shit. And it's like, oh, what? I'm supposed to give you special privileges? No. No, you are a disgusting person. You're disgusting. There's proof that you're disgusting.
Lots.
It's like, you're literally on camera talking about the things that you did. What? What? Please, just, no, Tater Tot, no.
Apparently he didn't read the Epstein book because otherwise he would have known how to do it right.
Yeah.
But no, he and his stupid brother are still in this country. Seriously, get rid of them. Get them over to Great Britain. Let's be done with these idiots. So they're no longer our problem.
Yes.
Because right now taxpayers are paying for these idiots.
And I'm not real thrilled about that. I mean, I'd rather throw them in an encampment or something like that because, you know.
What was it? The line that Amanda Waller said, I threw him in a deep, dark hole and then I threw away the hole.
Can we do that? Can we do that? Like, is that like a thing we can do? Like, where's Belle Reeve when you need it?
Right?
Like, seriously.
Oh, speaking of that, one more thing.
Oh, God.
Sorry,
Oh,
one
God.
more thing.
Oh, God.
One more thing.
One more thing.
We went and seen Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, we saw Spider-Man, a brand new day.
And we're a little bit of a disagreement on Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. I thought she was awesome, but I like Sadie Sink. I loved her in Stranger Things.
I didn't watch Stranger Things because I tried watching it and it was really stupid. So, and it was really annoying. But no, I don't see it all. I didn't. She barely had any of the elements of Jean Grey. We'll just go with that. I don't want to give any spoilers, but
she's very young.
She's very
young for the role right now. She's going to have to grow into it.
But I didn't think she was all that good. I honestly, my favorite Jean Grey was actually Famke Janssen from the original trilogy. And then my second favorite would be Sophie Turner. But so, yeah, I'm not, like I don't even think that so far that she's anywhere on the scale of either one of them, honestly.
But either way, it was a very good movie. Excellent. Go see it. It's long.
It's
oh my
very
God,
long.
it's so long.
I almost peed myself waiting for it to get done. Like, I feel like film producers, you guys are dicks. Because you know that if you make a movie extra long, we're going to be stuck either having to leave in the middle, because, you know, obviously the movie theater's plying us with drinks and stuff like that. So we're drinking like a 44-ounce drink, and it's like you're sitting there like, waiting. You either have to get up and miss part of the movie, or you have to wait to the end and then haul ass to the restroom.
I propose if a movie's over 2 hours, that an hour break for like 5-10 minutes, so people can pee and stuff like that.
They should have like an intermission.
Yes,
like
an intermission.
like theaters do, intermission.
Yep.
So you can get up and go pee or something like that, because that was ridiculous. Because I was like, oh my God, waiting for the movie, and I'm like, okay, can we end the movie now? Can we end the movie now? Like, seriously, can we just end the freaking movie now?
I know I'm going to be going through this when I go see Dune. The new Dune when that comes out. She's not watching that, but when the new Dune comes out, I know I'm definitely going to be going through that, because that movie's going to be at least 3 hours long. So I will be sitting there going,
like, movie people, stop it. Movies don't need to be that long unless there's a break.
I want to say the Odyssey's like 2.5 hours long or something like that.
Screw that. No. To the trash with you.
But I think that's everything we have to cover, so we're going to do this.
Because we missed a couple of things, last week and had to do them this week. We're going to do this.
Attack of the Flamingo!
We're losing Apocalypse. This is Apocalypse, by the way. We're losing him. He lost his legs. Anyway.
I'm Chaos.
And I'm Mayhem.
And we're out.